Hi, Lisa Gifford
and Linda Winter.
and today we're going to introduce you to Martelli tracing templates.
So most everybody that's here knows about Martelli templates. We have the no-slip material on the back. This material here grabs your fabric, so when you go to cut, no slipping, no kidding. This is going to grab, and you can see how that doesn't move. That's great, but we have a lot of customers that are into applique, paper piecing, making stuffies, little projects for kids. So we came up with the tracing templates. These are totally different, but similar. We've got the front, this material on the front is exactly the same, but we've got a little bit of the no-slip on the back. Why a little bit? Because we're going to be tracing around. So let's take a look first at some of the different shapes that we have. And we've got a ton more. We just pulled some. We've got a cardinal, or this could be a blue jay. We've got any kind of a bird. This could be a wren, a robin.
Yep.
It could also be for a crow for Halloween, if you love Halloween. We've got a leaf and another leaf and another leaf. These sets of leaves are
Bypassing the leaves. My maple leaf, my dogwood, the oak. I love these. And you can't, I've been wanting to do these leaves for a long time, Linda, and I just couldn't figure out how to have a template where you could use it with the rotary cutter. So to be able to have something like this that I can trace around it and now be able to use it over and over and over versus paper.
Right.
So,
yeah, we all know we can go to the internet and print anything out. The problem is when you print it out and you go to trace and you go to cut, what you get the first time doesn't look like the third one. If you're making napkins, if you're making onesies and you want to give these as gifts, the first one isn't going to look anything like the second one or the third one. We've got a little bird here that can go with the bigger birds. We've got gingerbread men. We've got the cute little pig. And again, there's lots more.
There's lots of them.
So what we want to show you is the kinds of materials that it can work with. So you can see here, I've got a little bit thicker material. This is kind of a flannel material. We've got these wonderful sheets that Martelli sells now. This has a glittery effect. Here's another one that has a little bit of a glittery effect. These will work on there as well. So you've got those, and then your typical cottons, of course, and then we've got something down here that has a nice glitter for the holidays. So we want to flip over and just go over the basic concept. I've got the red glitter. I don't need to do anything on the back of this. So I'm going to take the cardinal, and because it has that no-slip material on the back side, we're going to grab any kind of a marking tool, any kind on this because it's thick, and I don't have to worry about it so much showing through. So I could even take a pen. But of course, you've got Martelli's chalk pencil, you've got a pencil itself. What we're going to do is give a little bit of pressure here. When we have this no-slip material in the center, you'll notice here, this is going to be nice and tight, but I really want to walk my fingers out, and we're going to trace around, trace around. Now, these little guys here, I don't know if I'm going to be cutting the fabric here or if I'm going to be adding ribbon, yarn, rope, whatever it is, doing free motion stitching. I can do a zigzag. So I've got lots of options there. So we trace around, and then what are we going to do? Take our precision scissors or the snippets and cut these out. I'm not going to do that because I think you'll get the idea. So this stuff that's thicker, I'm good to go. Let's talk about regular cotton fabric. So we'll take our little piggy over here. If I've got this piggy, you can see this pink, you can see the mat through it. So we want to add a fusible on this. We don't have a fusible upstairs, so I'm just going to simulate with a piece of fabric, but we would press on a fusible. Of course, you're not going to press on your cutting mat because no cutting mat is safe for you to press on, but we would press that on. We'll take our little piggy and we're going to place this down and again, trace around. Now, what's cool about this shape, I'll trace all the way around. I can take my rotary cutter and cut some of this out. When I do something like this guy here, I can cut the whole leaf out with that rotary cutter. So we have a couple shapes that are great for cutting as well as tracing. Let's come back to the piggy though, because some of this little area inside of here, we want to trace all the way around. The little squiggly, as cute as that squiggly is, I'm not going to be tracing that around because I'm going to grab something like rope and I can literally twist and twist and twist. I can stitch on top of that with any kind of a couching foot and stitch on top. I can also take a glue gun, and believe it or not, glue guns come with glue sticks that are gold and red and green and all kinds of fun things. So we could literally glue on the glue itself, which would be a whole lot of fun. I've got yarns like this. I think this would make a really cute piggy tail. Again, a couching that you do on top. Your imagination is what's going to limit you on this.
Look at this. We got the new roundabout, so you can use these to trace with.
Now
How cool is that?
grab the pressing
Yep,
piece
here's the
too,
pressing
because
piece.
when we're pressing this on right here, just like this, we press on here. If y'all haven't seen our video, we did a video on this. David's done a video on this. This is our 10-inch base, the 10-inch cutting top, the 10-inch ironing top.
Yeah, work for all of our
So
tracing
it's
templates
wonderful.
because
Yeah.
it's small enough. I think all of our tracing templates would actually fit on here.
So the templates work really well as tracing templates, as we said. So I want to show you one of the new products that I think is going to be a lot of fun. Martelli has a stitch and steam. I can take my fabric, I can take a Fusible, and I can trace around, and I can use them as applique. But one of the fun things with this stitch and steam is I've added my fabric, batting, and then one of our pieces of stitch and steam. Place your piggy down. I probably wouldn't use a blue pen here, but you can use the yellow or our red. Probably the yellow would work best. Trace all the way around. You noticed I pinned. Before I do all of this, I'm going to trace around this little guy. I pinned it, and now what I'm going to do is go to my sewing machine. I can straight stitch, straight stitch, straight stitch, straight stitch, and then come back and stitch and stitch and stitch. Or I can free motion quilt, whatever it is that I want to do. When I've got my little piggy on there, this guy here, I'm going to trace my piggy, and then I'm going to go with my iron. My iron up above, and I just press with steam. Steam, 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 steam. Not press, but just steam. And that little piggy is going to puff up, and he's going to be really, really cute. So we've got a piggy with dimension, which would be a whole lot of fun to do. So that's a nice thing to add with this. So again, fabric choices, cotton fabrics. I've got velvet over here. You can use flannels. You can use these wonderful sheets that we have with all the dimension on it. So all of those things.
Batiks, anything.
Yes.
You can even think outside the box. You could, like, if you wanted to, like, if you really like this little critter like here, you could trace him onto some wood and then have a scroll saw.
Absolutely.
And scroll saw it out and use it for any outdoor projects that you might have. Or these leaves right here, you can make a really cool garland out of wooden leaves. Construction paper, plastic, whatever that you have that you could, besides just using rotary cutter and scissors, a scroll saw or something.
Absolutely.
These are just templates that you'd be able to use for so many different applications.
So this is for applique, and you can see you can use a button stitch, you can use a buttonhole stitch, you can use a zigzag, you can use a satin stitch, whichever way you like to do it. But one of the things that I want to do is take 2 layers. 2 layers, add a piece of batting in between, and raw edge, we're going to do wrong side up, the batting, wrong side down, and then trace around and stitch those little guys. Stuff them, he becomes dimensional. If you do that with the leaves, then you can add all kinds of things like the raffia and tie them all together. And it's a gorgeous garland.
Yeah.
So raffia, yarns, whatever it is that you want. Again, as much as your imagination will go, the tracing templates allow you to take the Martelli templates a little bit different in a different direction. I think you're going to have lots of fun with this.
Wouldn't this be cute with 2 pieces of tan and then decorate it up with that fabric paint? The eyes, the nose, the little smiley face, and the buttons, and then you put a hanger on it and it'd be a Christmas ornament. And you could stuff it just lightly with a little bit of the fiber fill. So,
absolutely.
So many ideas.
And I can couch ribbon down there. I can give these to kids and let them go with the fabric crayons and really start decorating. On the back side, if we wanted to make it a gift tag to and from. Again, you guys go to town with this. Have fun. Stay tuned because David is coming up with more tracing templates as we go. They're usually in sets of 3 too. So you'll be able to see these on our website, and stay tuned for more.
Hope you enjoyed our demonstration today with the Martelli tracing templates.
Head over to martellinotions.com and see what we've got to offer you. Have fun.
If you have any questions, be sure to reach me at quiltingwithlisa@gmail.com. Y'all have a wonderful day.